The 2025 Infiniti QX80 extravagance SUV is something beyond another age for the model. For a bigger scope, it addresses the resurrection of an automaker that had in numerous ways been left in the residue. The 2025 QX80 is the main vehicle highlighting another plan language that will arrive at future models, and it's the first new Infiniti model since the QX60 made its presentation in 2021. Infiniti's new leader, extravagance SUV, likewise involves another stage for the brand. Presently founded on the worldwide Nissan watch, and it takes on another motor, air suspension and another inside. It flaunts innovation never found in the business, and testing the Lincoln Pilot and Cadillac Escalade is constructed. The QX80 is likewise the first of 2 gas and 2 electric models, made arrangements for Infiniti's Vision Representing Things to Come guide, basically the organisation's Renaissance technique that incorporates the QX65 hybrid roadster, the Vision QXE Idea electric SUV, and the Vision Key Idea electric sedan. Penned by Infiniti's Japanese Plan Studio, the 2025 QX80's outside stands apart from each point. It's both cutting edge and present day, bringing a long raised hood and fresh lines to convey a smooth plan. In the event that the QX80 looks natural to you, this is on the grounds that it depends on the QX monograph idea scene, finally years rock oceanside Concours d'Elegance. The outside shows a lot of tender loving care. Vertical supports on its 2-fold curved grille meet the piano keys at the highest point of grille's edge, a topic seen across the outside. Daytime running lights, side air admissions and tail lights likewise take on the piano key plan. Headlights are concealed in the sash, giving the face a more extensive look. The profile view includes delicate, smooth lines, and the entryway handles jump out a la Tesla, giving a perfect look. Huge windows and secret support points play to the modern perspective, while causing the third column to feel breezy. In contrast to the front, where the grille houses Infiniti's new logo, the back shows the Infiniti name illuminated. You'll have the option to recognise the 2025 Infiniti QX80 out and about. Its plan, while provocative, has a great deal of presence and is unfathomably unique in relation to anything we've found in the segment. Step inside the 2025 Infiniti QX80, and you're very quickly flabbergasted by its highlights and innovation. 2 next to each other, 14.3-inch screens cover the greater part of the dashboard, with the first filling in as the driver's showcase, and the subsequent one taking care of infotainment obligation. A third screen, estimating 9.0 inches, sits beneath the infotainment screen and fills in as the centre for all environment controls. With Google worked in as the new QX80's infotainment framework, a first for Infiniti, drivers will actually want to get bearings directly from Google Guides, utilise the Google Play Store to download applications straight into the infotainment module, and use Google Colleague for voice orders by basically saying "Hello Google." A variety head-up show shows the driver fundamental data like as far as possible, and turn-by-turn bearings when route is enabled. Infiniti creators opened up inside space by transforming the cumbersome shifter into yet more piano keys, permitting greater cup holders and extra room. Regardless of having delicate buttons for a perfect look, a volume handle remains. With seating for up to 8 travellers, everybody has a devoted USB-C port, with each line getting no less than 2. We saw the top-trim QX80 signature model. During our in-person first look and love, the open pore would decorate with laser-cut aluminum that gives the inside an upscale look. Materials all through the lodge, including the third line, feel premium, and getting into the third line is simple on account of the enormous opening between the second column seat back and the C-point of support. When back there, we were satisfied by the large windows and generally comfort. A high-level sound framework is perhaps of the coolest element found in the 2025 Infiniti QX80. The Klipsch premium sound arrangement highlights 24 speakers all through the lodge, and music sounds as great as you'd anticipate. Other than the faultless sound, Klipsch likewise has unprecedented innovation for calls, where the driver can have a telephone discussion without upsetting different tenants in the lodge. The tech works by separating the telephone sound by means of the driver's headrest speakers while playing music all through the lodge simultaneously. The driver is the only one ready to hear the individual on the telephone, and that individual can't hear the music playing in the lodge. This component can be switched off whenever, and in spite of the fact that it's cool, it will probably require investment to become acclimated to. The new QX80 follows a comparative way as the fair-size QX60, with a section-level unadulterated trim filling in as the higher steam model and the completely stacked signature model bringing the poshest completions. We think the mid-range luxury is the best approach, as it adds pleasant-to-have highlights. For example, an air spring suspension framework, a head-up show, warmed and ventilated first and second line seats, and attractive 22-inch wheels, however, dodges the six-figure sticker price of the tactile and signature models. Instead of a V8 motor in the engine, the 2025 QX80 is fueled by a twin Super 3.0-litre V6. The past-stage QX80's V8 made 400 drive, however the 2025's blown 6 makes 450, so it ought to be a little speedier than the active model. And bounty zippy for most purchasers. A 9-speed programmed is standard, and unadulterated and luxury trims can be had with one or the other back or all-wheel drive. Tactile and signature models get all-wheel drive standard. An air spring suspension framework is remembered for everything except the base unadulterated trim. Whenever we get an opportunity, we'll take the 2025 QX80 to our test track and update this story with test results and driving impressions. All variations of the QX80 are evaluated to tow as much as £8,500. That is somewhat more than the most extreme towing limit of the Cadillac Escalade, the Lincoln Pilot, and the Mercedes-Benz GLS class. The QX80 highlights 3 columns of seats, and each of the 3 are supposed to be open and agreeable. The dashboard is emphatically styled and includes a mass of screens that act as a check group and infotainment touchscreen. Infiniti offers various extravagance highlights, including a back rub capability for both the first and second column situates. However, you'll need to move up to the tangible or signature trims to get that. Warmed seats will likewise be presented in the third column. An accessible infrared sensor framework can recognise when a backseat traveller is excessively warm and will consequently coordinate cool air toward them from the environment control vents. At the point when we get to drive the new QX80, we'll assess how well this framework functions. Encompassing lighting that can be changed with up to 64 distinct varieties is accessible, just like a mid-control area cool box, with space to cool a 6-pack of your most loved canned beverages. The QX80's infotainment arrangement comprises of 3 presentations. 2 14.3-inch screens sit high up on the scramble, with one of them filling in as the advanced check group and the other as the infotainment touchscreen. A third 9.0-inch touchscreen is mounted lower and controls such capabilities as the air conditioning framework and drive mode selector. The standard Google-based infotainment framework, of course, incorporates admittance to find out about guides, the Google Play application store, and Google's voice right hand include 8 USB-C ports spec the Lodge, and a 14-speaker Klipsch sound system is standard. An additional strong 24-speaker Klipsch sound system with speakers in the headrests, and the main event is standard on tactile and signature trims. Standard on all QX80 models is a bundle of driver help includes that incorporates mechanized crisis slowing down, vulnerable side observing, versatile journey control, and path-keeping help. A further developed versatile voyage control framework, which Infiniti calls ProPilot Help. 2.1 is discretionary and highlights a without hands driving mode. ProPilot Help 2.1 is accessible on luxury, tangible and signature models. For more data about the QX80's accident test results, visit the Public Expressway Traffic Security Organization (NHTSA) and Protection Foundation for Interstate Wellbeing (HS) sites. Key security highlights include